Jinx.
Jinx, stop drinks. Now you want to cook. Hey, I'm Brandy.
I'm Amber.
And if we look like we're wearing the same clothes as from a couple weeks ago, we are. Because I'm leaving for Africa in 8 days. And so we won't be able to film a video while I'm in Uganda.
No, I clearly am terrible at doing it myself. So I'm making her come over. I'm making her come over daily, basically.
Yeah, so we can film them
all.
So
we can film all sorts of things.
Yes. Yeah, so it's been a day of big emotions. We shared in the last video, which you probably saw a couple weeks ago, something Amber's been processing about fighting and staying and leaving and places of wholeness, and kind of to extend that conversation, which I think so many of our conversations come back to this, of how do we operate from a place of wholeness? And the thing that's really raw for me is today I took a really big step, and it feels very vulnerable and very raw, in that I run 3 nonprofits. And up until this point, I haven't gotten a salary from the nonprofits because I really don't want one. I don't want one because I want all the money in the world going to our mamas in Uganda and everything. But I can't survive because I live on child support. And so my board had approved raising a salary for me that will be completely separate from donations, that will raise it separately, but I could take a salary. And so today I finally figured out, went to Medicaid and food stamps and figured out what I need to make or what I can make and all of that. And I put it out there, for the first time, if you wanted to support me, that you could donate to my salary. And it left me feeling really raw, really terrified. And I think a lot of times when we present our needs, it's really scary. Mm. It's scary, because we don't want to need anything. I would rather have my needs taken care of, or have somebody to take care of needs, or to be able to
yourself. That's one of my biggest things as a military wife. Whenever your husband leaves, people are always like, what can I do for you? How can I help you? Let me bring you food. And I am always like, oh, no,
I'm fine. I'm Superwoman. I can do it all.
You don't have to bring me food. I got it. And then I also have this obsessive compulsive thing where my house has to be really super clean while he's gone, because
to show how amazing
if anybody
you are.
ever stops by, because people do that, that I won't look like a mess. Or I need a lot of help.
Yeah, because we hate
so
that.
Yucky, right?
Yes, and when we're needy, we're afraid of what other people think. Mm-hmm. So I'm afraid of, will the need be met? Mm-hmm. Will people see this and be like, nah? Will they think I'm too needy? Will they think that's stupid? Will
I be annoying?
Will my need just be out there and left unmet?
Because nobody thinks I'm valuable enough to meet it.
And it's just raw to admit that we need something and then to not know whether or not it will be met. Then what do we do? We read this quote by Brene Brown because
we're both reading the book Rising Strong, and this is from that book.
And Brene Brown's our freaking hero. We're obsessed with her. It's true. She's my best friend.
We love her a lot.
She wasn't afraid of people in need because she wasn't afraid of needing others. Curse word. She didn't mind extending kindness to others because she herself relied on the kindness of others. And so we started talking about, what does it mean to both need and to hear others' needs from a place of wholeness? Right. And that I can, when they teach you about boundaries in therapy, because go to therapy. This is our weekly plug that you should go to therapy. Every week we have to add it. Hashtag go to therapy.
I mean, it helps.
It's true.
I just can't.
Hashtag Amber and Brandy recommend therapy. It's new. It's new therapy. So what they teach you about boundaries is that you have the right, and when you know your own value, and when you know the value of others, and you're living loved, you can ask for what you need without demanding that other people need it. I can put a need out there, and you not meeting that need doesn't mean you don't love me, doesn't mean you're mean or you're unhelpful or whatever.
Or you're judging me.
Or you're a jerk. Yeah. Yes. It doesn't mean that. I can ask for what I need, and you can say yes or no, and that's okay. And so both are okay. And
we're talking about maybe needy people. So right. There are people in our lives who come to us
a lot
regularly with needs, and that need to be met, and that can be draining, and that can be like life sucking if you feel like somebody is taking advantage of you, if you're giving more than what you have to give.
Then don't give it.
Then you shouldn't
honestly
be giving
like
it, because
that's your own fault then.
Right. Their value is not dependent on your ability to meet their needs, and your value is not dependent on your ability to meet their needs.
Well, right.
You need to be able to have a boundary that says, this is what I'm willing and able to do, and this is what I need. And if the people in your life who you love and are in a relationship with have the right to do the same thing, to say, here's what I can offer you, and here's what I need. And the worst thing you could do would be to be a scorekeeper. In this situation, would be to say, well, you owe me because I did this for you. And
or resentful. Like, I'm going to do it for you, but I'm doing this again, watching your kids again, or making you dinner again, or helping you again in some way. Like, that's not helpful then.
And it's hurting your relationship. I do carpool with a gal, and she is watching my kids 2 days this month after school because I have a speaking engagement, and then she was saying, let's trade off picking up these days, and I was like, no, I'll pick up all the days because I owe you. Because
she's like, we're friends. You don't owe me. That's not a thing.
Right. Exactly. I guess I'm really
it shouldn't be a thing. Right?
Why are we talking about it again?
I know. But the thing is, like, you're learning it from that side. Like, you always want to be the giver. Never want to be the receiver.
Right, which is not
healthy. And both are so important to learn. How do I, in a healthy manner, ask for what I need? In relationships, in things like help. Like, as a single mom, how do I ask? Like, I need somebody to hang curtains at my house. I need somebody to do this. Will you help me? How do I ask for what I need in a really healthy manner? And how do I offer help in a really healthy manner? That I'm not saying yes
to things
out of brokenness. That I'm not saying no out of brokenness because I have had enough or whatever it is. Like, how do we do both from a place of health so that we can have healthy relationships?
Right. And I think the answer, I mean, this is not the end-all be-all answer because, we don't
What is the answer?
We don't give answers.
I'm pretty excited.
We don't give answers, but I'm just saying, I think a good way of doing it, clearly I struggle, right? Like, we've established that I'm
hot messes.
Also terrible. But it would be to, like, sit down and say, what are my needs that are currently unmet?
Freaking scary.
That would be scary.
Right?
What are my needs that are clearly unmet? And then where am I overstepping? Where am I feeling resentful? Where am I feeling taken advantage of? Where am I helping but from a place of yuck? Yeah. And then to draw boundaries and say, okay, well, I feel like these needs could be met by so and so and so and so and so.
You don't even have to figure out where they're going to be met.
Or maybe you just pray about it and you say, Jesus, help me meet these needs. And help me find people who can help me meet these needs. And then draw boundaries with other people who sit and say, I love you, but I have to stop doing this because it's sucking my soul. Don't say that.
Okay. See, it's because it's not healthy for me right now. I need to figure something out.
Right.
Don't say that.
I would say.
But going to the Lord and saying, like, what am I doing from a place of unhealth? Where am I not asking or being vulnerable about my needs and emotional needs or otherwise because I'm not healthy or because that person's not safe? You need to be careful who you're asking for help from, because if you ask for something from someone who's not safe, like, it might not be great to have emotional needs. You can't say to somebody who's a jerk, I just really need you to, because they might use that against you. Yeah, you need to be real careful. But do it from a place of health. And examine, again, we go back to examining our hearts. and examining the wounds of our soul, because a lot of us were either like the helpers who run and like, I will get everything done and I will work 70 hours a week.
We don't know who those people are.
No, I mean, I don't. There are people like that. I just don't recognize any of them in the mirror. I will do it all. I will get you a meal. I will take care of as many people as possible. And that can be from a place of brokenness or from a place of health. I've done it both. Mm-hmm. And there are people who are like, I'm done. I don't want to get involved in people. I don't want to help. I don't want to speak my own needs. And Jesus he wants to come in and he wants to heal that. And he wants to tell you that you're worth it. Like, I had to post that from a really a place of knowing, like, I am worth this. And if people donate to my salary, like, that would be a really holy and amazing thing. And I also have to provide for needs and answer other people's call for needs from a place of wholeness. That says, I'm just going to pour out the love and the worth because I know I'm worth it. I know you're worth it. And so we can do this journey together because we're all
beautiful and beloved.
Look at how that works out every time. Isn't it amazing how applicable this phrase is?
Seriously.
But you have to know that in the needy versus asking for what you need, saying yes or no. Like, beautiful and beloved is like key.
You have to know your worth.
You have to
ask for what you need.
Yeah.
And to set good boundaries.
Yeah, both.
And obviously we're still working on it.
That's big work, isn't it? Do you guys struggle with that? If so, tell us so that we know we're not freak shows.
Please comment,
We
let us
already
know,
that.
text us, email us. We get
all of
like
the things
all the time. So also you can subscribe here on YouTube or you can download the Beautiful and Beloved app to have these amazing videos sent to your phone every single Friday. So you get them before anybody else.
Woohoo!
All right.
You're beautiful.
And you're beloved and we love you. Thank you for coming.
We love you.